making music, charting on Billboard, sharing knowledge. The Real Housewives of Dallas. Susan Toney is next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Go ahead. And you may start.
Okay. Deep inside this green box, all the secrets hide. My heart and soul are strong and whole from all the tears I've cried. Letting go of worry, surrendering my fear, releasing everything trapped inside of here. So here's your lonely, and here's your empty. You won't find me. I will be gone before you know you're missing me. Missing me. Missing me. Missing me. Yeah, you gave me some money to help me live my life, but you expected silence, that I just kindly not remind you. Just say it never happened. My pain's some made-up thing, some strange hallucination I invented to be mean. So here's your lonely, and here's your empty. You won't find me, 'cause I will be gone before you know you're missing me. You're missing me. You're missing me. Missing me. Truth is sometimes costly, but it's always worth the price. In the long run, it's much cheaper than all the secrets and all the lies. Now I must go my own way. It's long been overdue. I found the keys to all the locks that shackled me to you. So here's your lonely, and here's your empty. You won't find me. I will be gone before you know. So here's your lonely, and here's your empty. You won't find me. I will be gone before you know. Missing me. You're missing me. You're missing me. You're missing me. Are you missing me? Are you missing me? Are you missing me? Missing me.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm very honored you played. Thank you. All right, you'll be gone before you know. Okay. She said, I will be gone before you know. That is today is my guest, Susan Toney. She has an album called Love is the Cure, which it always is the cure. I think so. I think it's always secure.
Absolutely.
And I was a single, Missing Me remix.
Yes.
Remix. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much,
That was so
James.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I love your jewelry. I'm distracted by your jewelry. I love the jewelry, your rings, everything.
Okay.
I love it. It's beautiful.
It's a Cherokee Indian thing. I got a little Cherokee. I love
it. My grandmother was born on a reservation in Oklahoma, so I know I have a lot of that jewelry at home. My mom actually has most of it.
Okay.
So let's talk about Missing Me, because right now that's winning you awards and in festivals and things. Let's talk about that.
My gosh, it was Billboard charts, number 30 on Billboard charts, 2015. Love it.
Very good.
And winning all kinds of awards at festivals, Trail Dance Festival in Duncan, Oklahoma, and in Bare Bones Festival, International Festival, Film and Music Festival in Muskogee.
Muskogee.
So,
I love that. Congratulations. That's good.
Thank you.
Charting, because the Billboard chart, nowadays it's like, as an independent artist, as you are, to get chart level, with the mic a little closer to you.
Yes.
Chart level, that's amazing.
It is.
There's so much music out there.
It is. It's almost undone, so I'm very grateful.
Yeah. Oh,
my music is speaking to people, and I'm really glad.
I listened to some music over the last couple of days, and I'm like, this stuff is so good.
We're
gonna play a couple of songs for you throughout the show, and the first one I want to play it was your first single, I guess, off the album.
Trail of Light.
Trail of Light. Let's play a little bit of that, please. You can see it there.
Okay, good.
It's so well produced.
David Duhamel, award-winning, Black Knight and Superman director.
Yeah.
Okay, so he directed this.
Come back here again so selfishly for the last piece of my heart.
Nice strong voice.
Thank you.
Not so foolishly, carelessly take part. Now I watch my
Misha Crosby,
Okay.
On
and my
HBO.
soul cry.
It's like a beautiful day.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Get a good stylist too. You look good in there.
Oh
Good
yeah,
stylist.
she was
And I
fantastic.
remember your photographs. You like to watch them believe. Baby, the trail of light. Dark you see.
Like a side pony, I love it. It's beautiful. The song is great.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, she should be. Everybody should run out and get this album.
Thank
Go to iTunes after the show, of course, and get it. But don't do it right now, but after that show. No, it's a beautiful song, beautifully produced. We're talking about David Z in a second, who's the producer of this, and you wrote the song.
And such a great guy. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're going to talk about him in a second. But you wrote the song too.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yes,
you're a singer, songwriter, musician. Do you remember the first time you actually wrote a song? Like how old you were and what was it about? Do you remember?
Well, I know that when I was 2 years old, I had like a little tiny piano.
Oh my God.
And a guitar, a little tiny baby guitar in my hand.
Oh, cute.
And when I was in almost the fourth grade, so I was still in third grade.
Yeah.
I wrote a song. Then. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
It was about the Vietnam War.
What?
It was called March On Monday Soldier. Tuesday's coming, got a war to fight. No time for make believe, and Tuesday's coming, got a war to fight. So it was like, I was already talking about.
My mouth's on the ground. My mouth's on the ground. Like
talking about deep things.
Oh my God, that's crazy! Wow, that's amazing. Oh my God. Okay, so you knew it. Obviously, they say, God sends you your calling. I guess that was your call. You knew by then I'm a songwriter of not just light fare. Your songs are going to mean something, obviously.
I knew I was going to sing and write, yeah.
You knew that. It's good. Yeah. I'm always amazed at people who kind of, they find out early their purpose. Or at least the path to their purpose.
Yeah, right.
Because you probably didn't know, obviously, third grade didn't know everything.
Of course.
But you found that writing and singing brought you some kind of joy. You think so back then?
Well, it brought me joy, and when I was growing up, my dad was a great corporate attorney. And,
okay.
So proud. I miss my dad.
Oh.
And it was neat because we got to move all over the United States, and so I had, from a very, very early age, I had lots of experiences in different parts of the country.
Yeah.
And so I learned really early that people are looking for the same thing. They think they're very different, but they're really not. They want to be loved and valued. And so I started getting really interested, meeting people from so many different places.
Yeah.
I started getting really interested in people. And so I wanted to learn how to communicate to all of them. So I started looking for a common thread.
How fun. It's
Yeah.
so true, though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
we all think we're so different.
I know.
But deep down beneath, we kind of, I always say, I was like the kids, 'cause I'm a father and a grandfather, and I always say the kids, all they want now, no matter what race or where they're from, that they're valued, listened to, and loved.
That's it.
That's really it.
That's a recipe. That is the recipe.
And I think it's most people, even as adults. That's
Yeah,
all.
I think-
You want
I
to be
think so.
heard
Yeah.
or seen.
Yeah, of course.
I'll share a story. You're inspiring me. I'm going to share the story with you because we were talking about.
I'm so happy I'm here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm really
having a
feeling
great
I'm
time.
feeling the energy. Because we talked about just how we like to help others and share
Right.
our different brands and stuff.
Right.
I had a realization like a couple of years ago about homeless people and people who. Like, you'll be driving down the street and they'll just walk across the street in front of you in the middle of traffic. You're like, what are they doing? And my realization was that they want to be seen.
Yeah.
It really kind of boils down to they want to be seen.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what their plight is or what's going on. It's like they feel like they're not being seen.
Yeah. Right. Here I
So,
am.
right. I'll disrupt traffic. Screw you. I'm going to disrupt traffic because they're not doing it to really come at me.
Yeah.
They just want to be seen.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
They're needing something.
Yeah.
Desperately at that point. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I kind of got that. It changed my whole perspective when I see people out there when I'm navigating through the city.
Yeah.
Or any
That's
city.
That's a great awareness,
Isn't that
James. Smart guy.
Yeah, thank you. I try. But you actually have a quote that's on her, SusanToney.com.
What'd they say?
That I love. And I quote you, I've been broke, but I've learned there's beauty in that. Through the power of a song, the beauty can be shared and embraced by others. Like a painting, my music is simply an interpretation, and this part I really like, and each one different depending upon the person standing before it. End quote. I like that because it's, you put out a product and you know it'll be received differently by different people, and you're okay with that. You're like, here it is.
I think if it speaks to everybody, you've done the right thing, because that's what you want, because each person's going through something different, and like we all are at each moment of our life. We're learning new things. We're going through different things, and so when somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, this is what this said to me," then I know I'm like, wow, I'm reaching I'm reaching people, because I care about people deeply.
Yeah.
I want to be cared about. I want to be loved and heard and understood, and I want everybody, to share their experience and interact with each other.
I feel like, I'm in person with you now, but when I was see you online and stuff, when I saw you on the other day on their show, you're very authentic.
Oh, thank
And that's
you.
something that in this business you don't always get. There are authentic people in the business.
Yeah, lots.
But you have to kind of find them, or they find you, one of the two, right?
Right.
But you are that. And so I see when you say you care about people, you're not saying it just because I want my fans to like me more. You're really saying that when you buy my album, I hope it really does touch you in some form, whatever form it is, right?
Right, exactly. Because listen, when I was traveling around growing up, I didn't spend very much time anywhere, from before kindergarten all the way till I went to college. And so I knew what it felt like to be alone or lonely, because when I got somewhere, I had to find friends.
Wow.
I didn't have like a year or two to suss it out, or 3 or 4 months into the school year, okay, now I want to pick that guy as a friend or that woman as a friend. I didn't have that. I had to make such quick decisions and reactions. And so I learned to be a giver rather than somebody that waited to be given to.
Ooh.
I mean, I learned good things out of it. I got really good things out of it. I'm very resilient. I bounce very quickly, back to my feet if something happens. Yeah.
Which is skills that many people, some young people, I want them to have that, because I raised my daughters to be very well traveled. It wasn't like, because I know people sometimes like, well, we can't leave the house until like 5 months or something. Like, no, I mean, girl was on my strapped to my back, and we were running around. She was the mascot with all my friends, and she's been to more places in the world than I have, actually. She's very well traveled and also can stay anywhere, adapt to anybody.
Yes, there you go.
Just a diverse group of friends. And I think it stems from just showing the openness. I think your father probably, just because all the moving, you learned all that.
Right, I did. And my mom is an artist. And she
Okay.
was always very adaptable.
Yeah.
You know, so I watched my mom, and I was like always amazed. Like no matter what situation or where we went, it was like she just did everything, took care of everything. I was like, wow.
Well, I always say I was on another show recently, and I was a guest, and I was telling them how they asked me what I thought about women in general, and I say women are Earth to me. Women, because Earth is female to me. It's like you guys literally give birth to stuff.
Yeah.
And you're giving birth to song.
Yeah. Right.
So how's that process feel? I mean, going to the studio and like recording music. I mean, do you just love it, or is it a lot of work?
It's like any new thing.
Okay.
And it's like any new thing. Only the one thing more about it that's so cool is like anything that you're working on that's new that you're starting. This comes with all kinds of emotion and everything else wrapped around it, and it's triggered by experiences that we have, and our as our brains are watching and living through things in life, it's keeping those things like in a container for us till later, and so all of a sudden then those things that look real disconnected come back together as a song that actually, like you said, is for a lot of people. Has a lot to do with a lot of people. So
Now, okay, so the album's called Love is a Cure. And how did David Z come into your life?
well, that was a wonderful miracle too.
Yes.
I got an email and a phone call from his manager.
Okay.
And she said, David would very much like to talk to you about working together. So, I love his work and I'm like Johnny Lang.
Oh, yes.
Prince.
Yes.
We miss Prince already.
Yes, we do very much. Yes.
So many people that he's worked with.
Yeah.
And so I was like, wow, I would
I mean,
love
he's
to.
a Grammy, multi-Grammy
winner.
platinum artist. A producer.
So I went to Nashville and met with him.
Okay.
And he said, well, I don't know where to start. You have a great, huge catalog, so let's just put a piece of fabric together.
Okay.
So we picked the group of songs that we thought would be, beautiful in that, that I have as Love is a Cure.
How many songs do you think you had about that time?
Well, I don't know. I've got I have about 250 songs, I think. Yeah.
And do you ever give any out? We'll get back to the album tonight, but do you give any out to other artists? Do you ever?
No, I've had people interested in stuff, and people do my work.
Okay.
And I've had stuff in films, independent and major films and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so back to the Vault and the albums. I'm on the Vault. Thinking about Prince, all his songs. But so you had all these songs. He's like, okay, show me what you got, and now we're gonna will it down to however many you decide to will it down to, I guess.
Yeah.
How was that process?
Well, it's pretty quick because you're looking for things that fit together.
Okay.
You're looking for things that will be a dynamic to the subject that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And the subject that I was talking about in Love is a Cure, the Essential Collection, I mean, doesn't that sound like a closet?
It does. It does.
and so...
I want those sheets.
Yeah,
nice.
so Love is a Cure. So I was thinking, okay, this is a relationship. This is kind of a relationship wardrobe here that I need to be talking about. This is a relationship group of songs. So we started looking at those kinds of things.
Wow, okay.
Pick some
And
things out.
what was one of the things that he brought to the table that just blew you out the water?
Well,
I'm sure there's several.
he's known for this, but still, you see him do it with other great artists and you think, wow. But then when he does it with you, it's something else. And what he's amazing and very well known for is taking somebody that has got, well, look at Prince, how many incredible multi-instrumentalists, a genius, a musical genius.
Yes.
But what he does is he finds a way to take the huge amount of talent in one person and not lose all of those textures. Because my music is pop. I'm a pop artist because it's melody and lyric driven and vocally driven. And
but it's other stuff too.
Yeah,
but it's pop.
But it's pop, Americana, country, rock, blues, and so that brings a lot in. And I'm classically trained.
Okay.
So all of that stuff. So what he's doing is he hears that in the writing because when I'm writing a melody, it still always goes back to classical because it's just melody.
Yeah.
It's just how I was trained. Yeah. But it's really neat because he doesn't lose any of that. He doesn't lose any of that stuff. He puts all of that in around each song, where it goes in what song and what goes to what song. So, and then picks the instruments around that, how that will be expressed by different musicians that we're putting together and whatnot. And I worked with some amazing artists. In,
Yeah, you had a bunch of music. I mean, the
oh
list
my
goes
God.
on. I mean, I saw the list and I was like, wow.
And Nashville, it was amazing. Yeah.
Well, Nashville's a great city.
Yeah.
For all music. I mean, people,
For
it's not
all
just country.
music.
It's becoming the capital of like all kinds of music
No,
being
it's
down there.
there's a lot of all kinds of different music there. Yeah, it's not just country.
You mentioned the different types you sing. 'Cause I mean, when you came across my desk, it was like, yes, pop music. But when I heard the songs, I'm like, I hear some country influence. I really want to hear you sing some blues.
Oh yeah.
Your voice,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, homegirl here could sing some blues, I'm sure. You're going to be this type of voice.
Did you listen to Just Don't Mention Love on that album?
Not yet. Is that,
Oh my
okay.
God! Yeah, that's a definite blues.
Then I will listen to
Bonnie
that.
Raitt was interested in that at one point. So
Bonnie Raitt.
yeah,
Another great artist.
I love Bonnie. She's
And-
been an influence for me.
Oh, I'm sure, and how spiritual she is, and how personal and all that stuff.
Yep.
But no, I just immediately thought your voice. I thought blues. I was in Memphis not too long ago, and I was thinking, I can see her in Memphis doing some songs.
You walked in when love walked out. So anyway, check that song off.
I will. I definitely will.
Yeah, Just Don't Mention Love.
I love it.
And that was the featured main end title and score throughout Little City, a very famous cult movie.
Oh wow!
Yeah, by Miramax and.
What's that feel like when you hear your songs in movies or in TV or somewhere? How's that feel?
Well, it's wonderful. Again, it's just this blessing of having what I'm doing touch other people.
And getting out there to more people too, so it just gets out there.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Like it's the number one thing.
It's a huge blessing.
So now when I read about you, I mean, you originally were you born here in L.A.?
I was born in Norman, Oklahoma.
So you're born in, I don't know Oklahoma. So you were born in Oklahoma, okay.
Yep.
So you were there, then you moved, you say you moved around. Where did
lot.
you, like, you're just all over the place?
Well, Norman, Stillwater. Well, my dad was going to school. Norman, Stillwater, Corpus Christi, Kansas City, Tulsa.
I love Kansas City.
And then like part of kindergarten, and then a little bit of first grade, and then we were off to Huntington, Long Island, New York.
Long Island, love it.
And then we went to Long Island. So I learned, when I go to New York, I'm like, come on, let's go. I sound like a New Yorker.
I love it.
Everywhere I go, I sound like that because
makes sense.
at some point I've been through that
makes sense.
geographic region. I've lived there or been there a while, and so I've picked up, because I'm a singer, I've picked up the dialects and stuff.
Now, Norman has a bunch of people from out there too, right? Was Toby Keith from there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know some people from there, yeah.
Yeah, Vince Gill.
Yeah,
right?
Vince Gill,
Yeah,
yes. Great company to be in,
Right,
obviously.
right. And,
Norman.
But, from New York, went to Irving, Texas, and Dallas, Texas.
Oh, wow, okay.
Then from Dallas, Texas, went to St. Louis. I mean, talk about
Wow, I know.
Completely different cultures.
Oh, my, I've been to all those places.
Completely
Yeah.
different cultures.
Yeah.
And then after St. Louis, Missouri, to Houston, just for a minute. And they were like, you've got so many courses, just graduate, What are you doing? Go to college.
How important was college for you? When you look back on it now.
Well, here's what I like about college for kids still. Okay. And I think it was for me too. It's a place where you on your own. Mm-hmm. You don't have anybody saying, get up, hurry up, you're going to be late. Mm-hmm. You learn to manage your time. You learn to make decisions about, well, if I want to deal in this area of my life, or I want to do this for a living, what am I going to need? So you start to break things down. You start to look at things, and you have to be at all these places and do all these things. You have to manage your time, and you're being pushed because there's a lot to do, right? So you learn time management and all that stuff. Yeah. And then at the same time, you're learning on how to interact with teachers they don't care if you like them. Right. They don't care. They're tough. Mm-hmm. And also students that are all at all different levels of education and for different purposes are there. Yeah. And then you're doing school functions as well, all kinds of things that you're interested in or that you're involved in. So I think it's really important because if you don't have a time period in your life where you're learning how to really look at things, standing back from them and looking forward, then it's not all about you, and you have in this world we have to learn how to be how am I a part of what's going on, and what area do I want to be a part of, so I can accomplish something neat, and so I can enjoy it, and so I can be good with everybody else.
I heard something also recently. Someone said to me once on an interview that I did, because I love talking to people like you guys who are conscious. You're a conscious person, I can totally tell. About traffic. We're in LA. So traffic he goes, I look at traffic differently now. And I go, well, how do you look at it? And he said, I am part of the traffic.
Yeah.
I'm in a car too.
Yeah.
So I'm screaming at these other people, but I'm also part of the problem,
Right.
so to speak, or I'm part
Right.
of the bigger solution. He's like, so whenever I see traffic, I'm like, oh, this is really, I see it a little different. I'm like, oh, this is really interesting because and it also, as I'm trying to get to where I'm going to, it's not really us versus them. It's kind of we're all together. So go on what you were just saying about that.
Well, yeah, and you know what? It does get frustrating and old and tiring, and sometimes it's hot and sometimes it's cold, and we really are in a hurry.
Yes.
So it also forces us again to manage our time better.
Mm-hmm.
And it also makes us realize, you know, if that person's driving like that, I don't know what happened to them today. I don't know what they're dealing with. But it's like, can I just can I just help by being patient? Mm-hmm. And so it increases our patience. It helps our character. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, we've all been idiots when we drive, right?
Yeah,
We've
sure.
all been mean, vicious,
yeah, easily.
inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And so I don't like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, so you say, oh, how can I do this without doing that and being, like you say, a part of the problem with traffic?
Well, my followers know I'm always about the village. I'm part of the village mentality.
Yeah.
You're a part of my village. So I'm part of yours.
Right.
Because I come from that kind of culture where, you know, the elders help the younger people and everybody works together. And I just, what you do, if you don't know about it, what I'm doing right now may affect someone way over there.
Yeah.
You know, what you're doing could affect somebody way over there.
Right.
And we don't even know that. Right. I'm such a huge
That's
person with
fantastic. I love that, James.
You're part of my village.
Yeah.
I love that.
I like it.
So you moved around. So what's the first time you picked up a guitar?
Probably, I was probably 5.
Oh my God.
By fourth grade, I was taking lessons.
Okay.
By first grade, I was taking piano lessons. So I play piano, I play guitar, I play harmonica, I play banjo.
Oh wow.
You know,
We'll just hear you play banjo one day.
yeah,
That sounds good.
I play banjo. But yeah, and I play, you know, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, all that stuff. But keyboards as well as, you know, a real piano.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Wow, I love that. We're going to show actually her another song that I really like.
Yeah.
It's just come out recently. It's a video. And I'm going to ask you about videos in a second too. It's called Cigarettes and Wine. We're going to play some piece of that. You can go right there.
Woke me up while I
Love this song.
was
It's an amazing song.
daydreaming. Another place, another time.
Part of my band.
Oh, very cool.
Felt the shadows and the sunlight streaming. Another day, another dime.
A beautiful song.
You were staring at some old baseball game. You stepped over that line. In the absence of the Lord's good graces, you clutched your cigarettes and wine.
I love it. I played this song 4 times last night.
Thank you.
When I was doing my research on
I'm
you,
so
I'm like, I just love
glad.
that
I'm so
song.
glad. Thank
You know
you.
who? You know Katie Seagal, of
Yeah,
course, which is
right.
a wonderful singer.
Yeah, of course.
It reminded me of some of the stuff that she used to do. She had a couple albums that came out.
Yeah.
And one was years ago, and I
Right.
played that album to death. It was called If or something, and I played it to death.
Yeah.
And you warmly
amazing.
reminded me of that kind of music, where it's clear lyrics about something, and it's that beautiful voice, of course.
Thank you.
All right. So recording is one thing, but touring. So
Yeah,
are you out there
yeah,
touring and playing around, and that was part of your band, you were saying?
Yeah, that's part of my band. Jane Getz, amazing jazz artist, and with Warner Brothers, and you know, RCA as an artist, and has done amazing things. And then Bob Tucker, amazing guitar player, plays with CeeLo and everybody.
there you
Played in
go.
all the studios for years, and head engineer almost everywhere in LA.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you know, he's brilliant. Both just amazing. And I have some other wonderful. Chad Watson plays Janis Ian and everybody else you can
Janice Ian,
imagine.
another great artist.
You know, Rich Jr., Sr., everybody. He's so good. Yeah. But touring, I am doing festivals.
Okay.
And probably I would love to move into some kind of a booking arrangement where I do start doing some tours. That'd be great.
I'm coming.
Yeah,
If you're in a city I'm near, I'm gonna come. Now I know who you are.
Well, I want to say that we're trying to put something together here in LA.
Okay.
In the next couple weeks.
It's time for my
that
birthday.
will be James. Will you please come?
I will come.
Okay.
It's time for my birthday.
Yeah,
so I'll
there
come,
you
of
go.
course.
Good.
I'll follow. Now we follow each other. They can on social media, so I can follow you.
That's right.
I'd love to see you live.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
it's really good.
really nice. Like, and do you ever have a stage fright or anything? Do you like performing?
Well, I think there's so much that goes into walking into a room with a lot of people that, like you say, they've been in traffic, they're tired, maybe they had a fight that day, maybe they're looking forward to their daughter getting married. Who knows what's going on, all different ages and everything. And all different problems and all different blessings, going on in that room. So that in itself is a lot of chatter.
Yeah.
So you got to walk into that, and then you've got to, on the stage, when you walk up on the stage, without being rude, you've got to command, as they say. That's why they call it commanding.
Yeah.
You've got to command everybody's attention to you, and super, 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 super focus on what you're giving, on what you're saying.
Okay.
So that people will draw into you.
Oh, yeah.
So that people will draw into you and really listen, and really, really, really listen.
I went to an Annie Lennox concert. She's
Okay.
been Eurythmics, folks. She did
Yeah.
solo stuff. She did a concert tour years
Amazing.
ago that was just her and a piano.
Yeah, I remember that.
I cried.
I mean,
She did Y, version of Y, with just her and piano. I sobbed like a baby.
No, that was a brilliant.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant show.
But you're right. She came out. And we all came in with our different things, and everybody said
Exactly.
whatever, and you could hear pin drop in the stadium.
And I think that's what makes stage fright, is that, and nobody in that room that's waiting to see you, they have nothing against you. They don't want to
No.
hurt you at all. They're
Not at
there
all.
to see you.
Exactly.
But they don't know, just like you were, it was brilliant. Just like when you're talking about traffic, sometimes you forget, I'm being just as irritating if I act this way as everybody else that irritates me. And I think people that are sitting there, and they've had a long day, they're hungry maybe, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And they don't even know that just all of their thoughts and just their energy, where they're coming from in that moment, maybe they're trying to calm themselves down. They don't have any idea that that's having an impact on whoever's singing or performing.
That's a good point.
And so it's like I have to kind of, sheepherder has to gather up, the dog has to herd everybody in. Come on,
Yeah.
hey, it's okay. I think that's why dogs always have like, it looks like they're smiling. Because they're like, come on, it's okay, go over there. No, you come on over here. Because, they're not pissing anybody off. They're just maneuvering people to the right place. So, yeah, I think that's where stage fright for me comes from. Might be different for everybody else.
That's a great point, though. It's
But
like,
I think that's where it comes from.
all we're doing is we're giving it to you, the artist.
Yeah.
Before you come on stage. That's actually, I never thought that before that
And
way.
I've got to manage all that. I've got to manage that, and I got to manage it really quickly.
Yes.
Because then I have to take this big, huge ball of stuff inside of me that was there when I wrote this song or when I wrote this group of songs. Because when I sing it, it won't mean anything to you if I'm not feeling what I felt. So I'm acting and singing always.
Wow.
I'm not putting on an act.
Right.
But I'm really, I'm really, I hate losing picks. You can tell I'm a real musician.
I know, I love it. Yes.
But,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Because we
that's
always
where
say
that's where
that
that comes
dancers
from.
are actors, singers are actors. You are acting on some level to convey the emotion of whatever it is you're
No,
doing.
I am really acting because I have to call back, just like when any great actress acts, I have to call back everything I was feeling that was like really leveling me, really putting me into an emotional bind when I wrote that song. I have to call all that stuff back up.
Yeah. Wow. That's the thing. If you
And
have one of those songs,
not be carried off in a straitjacket
yeah, exactly.
by the end of
I'm
the show.
Oh my God, like, do you have cigarettes and wine afterwards? I'm like,
Yeah, right.
oh my goodness. So that's really,
It's great,
I was
James.
like, oh my goodness. I said, tie it back together, kids. Tie it together. Always a promoter. Now, I'm still glad about that. So, lastly, we're just going to talk about it because it's kind of fun.
Yep.
You were on one of our shows here on AFTERBUZZ TV.
Aw,
The
thank
Real
you for having
Housewives of Dallas.
Yeah, thanks. What a great show.
Yeah, it was fun.
Man.
Yeah, they were fun.
So well done.
Yeah. And
Just
you were good on it.
Perfectly done.
So,
Perfectly executed.
How did that
All
come
the
about?
hosts were amazing.
Well, how did that come
I
about?
loved it.
How did you get on the show? How did that come about?
I got a call from my wonderful publicist, and he
Okay.
said, "Susan, you're doing this show."
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
So did you, because you're very, I follow you on Twitter, you're very vocal about the show and giving your kind of advice and opinions. And so, I mean, first of all, do you like the Real Housewives of Dallas? Or do you like the show itself? You do like the show?
I think it's I think all those things are real interesting because it's like really human beings in action. I mean, it's like it's real people with real stuff that they're dealing with. And aren't we all always dealing with something we haven't quite gotten together from some time in the past that we're growing slowly forward, but sometimes it's like, oh, tonight I have to go, so we have strengths and weaknesses, and sometimes like, oh, I have to go do this thing, and it's like maybe that's not your biggest strength.
Right.
So, I think all that happens on reality shows. You see that even more because it's like it's people really experiencing
they're not
what
actors
they're really
or actresses.
living.
They're kind of...
No, they're really living what they're...
on the cameras.
What they're talking about, yeah.
And you give great advice, though. You're telling some stuff. You're like, you should do this, you should try this, and look into this, and invite people to do this. You're really good at that.
Well, thank you. I wasn't trying to, sound like a therapist.
No.
I was just trying to see and care about each character.
You didn't come across that way to me.
Okay.
Why? I watched the episode as a viewer.
Good.
I watched The Real Housewives of Dallas.
Yeah.
I watched that show sometimes.
Yeah.
But I watched the show on it because I wanted to see you before you came on this show. No, you're fine. You're like one of the hosts.
Thank you.
Because that's what our job. We do the after shows.
Right.
Is we talk about, we dissect and break it down and give opinions.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you did.
That's what I was trying to do.
No, you succeeded.
Okay.
But you like The Housewives of Dallas, and so those shows to you, they represent to you kind of a representation of just life in general, or a certain type of life.
Yeah, like taking a peek in one area of somebody's life, because our lives are big.
Yes, they are. Now you are on Strange Child Records.
That's my little record company.
That's a great title. That's
my little record company.
So when you see yourself, what do you see yourself? How do you see yourself these days?
Well, you mean as what do I do, or
as
who
an
am
artist?
I, or as an artist? Well, I think I'm a recording artist, singer, songwriter, performer. I love working with other people. I love co-writing. I've done a lot of co-writing, and in fact, one of my friends that does part of the work for me, some PR work for me. She is involved with Noel Haggard, and Noel's a sweetheart. Wow. Noel's looking at my music right now, and Merle had been looking at my music as well.
And he just passed
and
also.
And Merle said to Noel, he said, wow, I found my greatest material this way from somebody I had never met, and somebody that's just this amazing writer that I didn't know about. And so Merle was getting ready to talk to me about maybe doing something together. And he got sick.
He did.
He got
know.
pneumonia.
Yeah.
And he just didn't bounce back.
Yeah.
But what an amazing, talented man. And Noel is as well. Noel, his son, is a beautiful guy. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah. I mean, I would never, if Willie Nelson called me up and said, "Hey, Susan, you want to go on tour and you want to write an album together?" Or
bye, see you later, I'm going.
Or Tony Bennett, I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm there. Let me book the plane."
You actually bring up a point, and this is one of the last things we'll talk about. Again, back to my village, revering our elders, especially in artistry. I interview a lot of elder actors. I love it. Let's not forget about them. Come on.
No. Well, I don't understand, and I don't agree with why in life it seems like it's like, oh, you have no value after this age, or that person's too old to work. No. Everything great that's ever happened was formulated. All the hard and rough edges were worked out with these people that are experts at things. And I don't care if somebody can run fast anymore. They can probably listen to what you're saying at that company, sit in that nice, comfortable chair, and turn around 3 minutes after you say something. You're an employee working there, and you're working on this big project or something. And they're like, no, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, they have just saved your company. They have just saved you money. They have just expanded something correctly. And it's like, my own personal opinion is we have to very much not only hold on to that, but get back to it.
I agree. I'm with you 100,000%.
No.
Seriously, 100,000%. I agree with you.
It's not right. It doesn't work in life either, I don't think. In family or in business, I don't think it works.
Yeah, I have friends who are like, you're so close to your grandmother. She's in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We talk all the time. I go to see her. We visit each other. She'll call and say, "Good job! I saw you. Good job, James Bond." And I'll say, "You went to church? Good. I'm glad you went to church every Sunday." And she has to walk with a cane now and stuff. She's like, they pick me up, and it's like we support each other. I'm not like, "Bye, see you later, I'll see you at Christmas." I'm like, no, I actually talk to her about stuff.
Right.
My stepdad, he'll be 80 years old this year. He's a man of few words, but when he says something, you're like, done. Drops the microphone.
There you go.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you told me the truth.
I'm like, how can you not do just anyway? Because that's just one of my pet peeves. I'm like, I'm always trying to keep the bridge the gap. Maybe because I'm getting older. I'm close to 50. I'm getting older. I have a birthday coming in a few weeks. It's like I feel like I always feel that as I get older, there are things that I know that are valuable.
Well, you have learned valuable things.
I pay attention.
Right.
So anybody older than me really paid attention, I'm sure.
But we got to kick these young kids in the butt because if they don't get this, it's not going to happen.
There's no hope.
It's not going to work right.
No.
And they don't even know it's not going to work right, but it's not.
Wait, no,
it's
right.
going to be really bad.
And you know we're in some election year. So we got some stuff they need to really, I mean, I'm proud of some of them, what they're doing, but yeah, they really need to pull together. I watch my kids and my grandkids. I'm like, okay, guys, do something. So it's good.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you,
It was
James.
my pleasure
Thank
so much.
you so much. I appreciate it.
So now
I had a
tell
great
people
time.
in that camera where they can find you on social media or online.
Okay. You can find me in social media almost everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Susan Toney, Facebook artist. So just Susan Toney artist. Facebook, my timeline. Instagram, Twitter, Reverb Nation, YouTube. So, you can find me in a lot of different places. And like I say, if you're in LA and I do put this show together, would you please come? It'll be advertised as an event on Facebook. It'll be on Eventide, for ticket sales and all that stuff. Please come out. I'd love to give you a wonderful show. Okay, thanks.
Right. I'm going. You guys, if you want to see me, I'll be there. Oh my God, I'm going to follow and go. The album's called Love is Secure. Go on iTunes, get it. Get it today. Get it. And you can follow us here on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. It's The Concert Experience. Look for this interview. Also, I'll be posting this interview on all of my social media, which is James Lott Jr., and that's on everything.
Yeah.
Not senior, junior. That's my father. And I'll see you guys next time here on AfterBuzz TV's The Concert Experience.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.